to test talent, ability, logical thinking, and creativity. All in all, it was a tech-filled event gelled with cerebral grilling and creative palette. I hope you enjoyed your 2 days at our campus. The time has come to draw a curtain to our program as we come to the close of it. To improve the golden moment of opportunity and catch the good that is in our reach is the great art of life. The great name and fame of Tamil is an invocation of art, a calling forth divine energies to be manifested in one's life. The majestic song which refreshes, renews, and strengthens us is our Tamil Thai Valthu. To make this event auspicious, let us rise for Tamil Thai Valthu.
நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் மதனமென நிகழ்வரத கண்டனிதில் எக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு திரை முதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழவை திறம்பியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
Thank you. A warm welcome is the first sign of hospitality. Words of welcome fill an occasion with warmth and makes one feel that he is meant to be there. May I now ask Dr. C. Sasikumar Sir, Head of Mechanical Department, for a welcome speech.
So, respected chief guest of the today's valedictory function, Mr. C. Varadarajan, Chief Engineer R&D, retired, TAFE, Treasurer of SAIS, Dr. K. Siva, Head Academics, BIT, Dr. K. L. Sindulkumar, Secretary, SAISS, Erode Division, and Head Aeronautical Engineering, Dr. S. Jagadishwaran, Management Committee Member, SAE ISS, and Head Automobile Engineering, Dr. M. Bharati Raja, Champion BDC-21, Mr. K. N. Karthik, Honorable Judges, distinguished participants, and my dear faculty members and students. So, a very good evening to all present here. I take this opportunity to welcome each one of you to the valedictory function of SAE India Southern Section Bicycle Design Competition 2021, a national level competition. This is an immensely exciting evening for our institute. The actively growing participants of students from different institutes supports the relevance and meaningfulness of this celebration. The fest was a very synergy of youth creativity and talent quotient. It was a hostile activity situation with a range of events rolled to the test talent and mental ability, logical thinking, and creativity. So all in all, it was a fun-filled event set with a clever examination and creative palette. I hope you enjoyed your 2 days at our campus. I am delighted to welcome you all and convey my gratitude for this SAE India Southern Section Bicycle Design Competition BDC 2021. So we are very grateful to our Honorable Chairman Dr. S.V. Balasubramaniam and beloved trustee Dr. M.B. Vijay Kumar for their tremendous support and continuous encouragement in organizing such an event. I also extend my gratitude to the respected Principal Dr. C. Palanichami and Dean Planning Development and Students Affairs, Dr. K. Sivakumar, for their positive and continuous guidance for organizing this SA India Southern Section Bicycle Design Competition 2021. I'm honored to welcome our chief guests, Mr. C. Varadarajan, Chief Engineer, R&D, retired, TAFE. So welcome you, sir. And Dr. K. Siva, SA India Southern Section Treasurer, who have accepted our invitation to grace this occasion. Welcome you, sir. My hearty welcome to Head Academics, BIT, Dr. K.L. Sindil Kumar, for giving the right direction to this event. Welcome you, sir. My sincere welcome to Secretary SAE ISS Erode Division and Head Aeronautical Engineering, Dr. S. Jagadishwaran, who is the strength of this event. Welcome you, sir. Next, I welcome the Management Committee member, SAE ISS and Head Automobile Engineering, Dr. M. Bharadiraja, who is the backbone of this event. Welcome you, sir. So next, I welcome the champion of BDC 2021, Mr. K. N. Karthik. Welcome you, Karthik. So I extend a hearty welcome to the judges from TI Cycles, Boss, and Anomalous Toyota. Welcome you all. So I extend a hearty welcome to all on behalf of the Department of Mechanical and Automobile Engineering, Bannari Amman Institute of Technology. So we are indeed grateful to you for taking time out of your busy schedule to grace us with your presence at this wonderful event. I hope the participants enjoyed the last 2 days of the competition, proved and enlightened their knowledge, and thank you for sharing this special event with us. Welcome you all. I would like to conclude my speech by welcoming all the office bearers, organizers, and the committee members and the volunteers. So once again, I take this opportunity to welcome you all and to extend a further word of welcome to everyone here this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. A pessimist complains about the wind, an optimist tries to change it, and a leader adjusts his sails. The sails for this particular notion were adjusted by a person who is not only a great motivation to all of us, but a visionary and the person who gave us the belief to bring together this event. May I now ask Dr. M. Bharadiraja, sir, champion of BDC 2021, to share the glimpse of BDC 2021.
Good afternoon to everyone. Good afternoon to everyone. Good afternoon. So once again, we are meeting second time. We met already in the workshop during KIOT and NVKR. I hope I have given enough input for our competition. Is it right? Yeah, thank you. So let me give a glimpses of our bicycle design competition 2021. We have started this event in the month of August 2021, and this is the third edition of bicycle design competition. And we announced the event by August, and we have given a time up to, I think, December end. We have given the time. We have received 54 teams for this competition from various states, includes Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Andhra, and Telangana. We received 54 teams from various different parts of our southern region, and we are very happy. We are almost, during the pandemic itself, we have reached the targeted teams. So if you see the first edition, there are totally 38 teams have registered, and nearly 20 teams have participated in the final event. And during online, there is a 60 teams have registered. But there is a participation is minimum. But in the third edition, we have reached 54 teams who have registered. And we have planned workshops at different places. One workshop at KIOT, Knowledge Institute of Technology, Salem. The Tamil Nadu teams and Kerala teams, they have participated at KIOT. And we have one more workshop at NBKR, Institute of Science and Technology. So remaining teams from Chennai, I think other than Chennai, they have participated at KIOT. And Chennai teams and Telangana and Andhra teams have participated at NBKR Institute. So during the workshop, we have announced the rule book. So in the rule book, there is a one addition included in this time. So we have included the geared bicycle first time in this bicycle design competition, in this third edition. This is a innovation we have included in this edition. And here I have to mention the contribution of Velmurugan sir and our Ramachandran sir for the rule book modification. So we have discussed at TI Cycles, myself and Karthik. They have given a great support, and with their support, we have included the geared cycle this time. And for these two workshops, these two managements, KIOT and NBKR, they have supported very well. Without any issue, we have completed both the workshops. Then there is a schedule is released for all the participants. Materials are shared here. I have to thank TI Cycle, Velmurugan sir and Ramachandran sir. They have shared a very good, they have given a very good workshop. And during the workshop, Varadarajan sir have given a very good session on the engineering industry, particularly for bicycle industry. Varadarajan sir contribution is excellent. And after the workshop, immediately we have given a material to you. I hope the material is also very much useful for you. It's you will not get such a material in anywhere. So the workshop also, even Ramachandran sir handled from morning to evening, and Velmurugan sir also given enough idea. I hope the bicycle entire concept is given this time. Compared with the last two times, I hope this time you will be getting a lot of inputs. Then after the workshop, we have released the schedule for all the events. You have to submit DR1, DR2, DR3, DR4, and enough time is given for submitting the design reports. I have not closed the Google form until 21st morning, 3 o'clock. And 21st morning, 2 o'clock, myself and Ramachandran sir are working. Morning 2 o'clock. That time one batch they have sent a report. And many teams they have submitted the modified report also. We have accepted. So a lot of flexibility is given to the students. And I hope you accept this one. And whatever the calls I received, I hope I answered the calls. I have given a clear idea. Some people asked how to purchase a material. Some people asked, this material is not available, where to purchase. And some people asked, sir, we want a one-day training at TI Cycle, one-day industrial visit at TI Cycles. After, I think, KIOT workshop, next day, one batch of students, they went to TI Cycle for the visit, industrial visit. So we have to thank TI Cycles. Velmurugan sir readily accepted the visit. So during his return to Chennai, he called me and told me, one team from Kerala, they want a visit next day. So sir has given a chance to visit the TI Cycle. Then some other teams from Chennai, they asked me if they also want the visits. Sir also given a chance to attend the industrial visit. So we have to thank, let us give one applause to the sir, please. Thank you. This is about this one. And we have received totally, out of 54 teams, we have received 45 design reports. 45 design reports we have received. It's also a very good achievement. Only 9 reports are lagging. And I contacted them, because even NBKR Institute itself, they have not submitted the design report. They have not participated in this. Also, I have contacted Ashok Kumar Reddy. So he said very much sorry. The team was engaged with some other work. Because of, they are having interest, but because of other work, they were not able to submit. So we have achieved a great achievement. 45 teams, they have submitted the design reports, all the 4 design reports. Then out of 45, 36 teams have registered the event, registered for the final event. Yesterday and today, 36 teams have registered. This is another achievement. Out of 45, 36 teams have registered. And out of 36 teams, because of some hurdles, 2 teams have not participated. Because of some reasons, I contacted them. And 34 teams are available now. Out of these 34 teams, 30 teams reached yesterday, and 4 teams, they have some struggle and they reached today, and for them also we completed all the planned activities. So here we have to thank again the judges. Their contribution is excellent. They have given a clear idea about how to conduct the event. And finally, I hope we successfully conducted the event without any hassles and all. So I thank all the participants and all the judges for their excellent contribution toward this event. Okay, so now we come to the end of Bicycle Design Competition 2021. So let us watch one glimpses of video about Bicycle Design Competition. So now I request the coordinators to put the video. Sir, okay, sir. Thank you all. So here, the contribution of some members we have to thank. So first one is the Bannari Amman Institute of Technology Management for readily accepting and providing a great support for conducting this event at this place. And we have to thank KOT Management and NBKR Management. And we have to thank judges from TI Cycles and Robert Boss, Bangalore. We received 2 judges from there. And we have to thank Anomalous Toyota Training Center head, our Baladanda sir, for his 2 days excellent support in this event. So with this, I conclude. And SAE India Southern Section Management, particularly our governing council members and our past chairman Sanmum sir, and our governing council members, our chairman Armstrong sir, vice chairman Rajendran sir, who participated in yesterday's event, and our treasurer Siva sir, who is available here, and our joint treasurer Ganesh sir, and our secretary sir Kasiraja sir, and joint secretary sir Murugan sir, and our all MC members, and the support from division, Euro division also we have to, I like to thank. So with this, I conclude my speech. Thank you for the opportunity given. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. If the action inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more and become more, you are a leader. May I now request Dr. K.L. Sendilkumar, sir, Head Academics of Bannari Amman Institute of Technology for Presidential Address.
Distinguished Chief Guest of the Day, Thiru Varadarajan sir, retired Chief Engineer R&D from TAFE, dignitaries representing the SAE Southern Section, Euro Division, Treasurer Dr. K. Siva, and Secretary Dr. S. Jagadishwaran, who is also heading the Department of Aeronautical, beloved professors, Dr. M. Bharati Raja, Head of the Department of Automobile Engineering, Dr. C. Sasikumar, Head of the Department of Mechanical Engineering, and Mr. K. N. Karthik, a champion BDC-2021, learned professors, my dear colleagues, dear students and participants from various regions, a warm good evening to one and all. First of all, I thank the organizers for providing me this opportunity to present a presidential address in this great event. Bicycle is a very simple vehicle. Almost everyone is using in their life. Without using a bicycle, it is very hard to find a person. And just I want to refer to the history from when this bicycle was there. Before that, while comparing to all the motorized vehicles, bicycle offers many benefits. First thing being low investment. So anyone can afford, and occupies less space, so no parking problems, low maintenance. And cycling is one of the best exercising methods which is easily available to everyone. Apart from that, you need not go to RTO office and all. You need not register the vehicle. You don't need a driving license. We don't pay road tax, insurance, and there is no pollution, no noise. Okay, there are so many benefits offered by a bicycle. This bicycle has a history of more than 200 years. And the idea was initiated by a French person named Comte Medici Siverac, who is born in a wealthy family. Their parents don't want him to go out of the house. They are so much cared about him. So they even didn't allow him to go to the playgrounds or play with friends outside. So his full-time duty, if you see, after waking up, he will do his morning routines, take breakfast, go to sleep, again wake up, take food, go to sleep. So this has become his day-to-day life activity. After some point of time, he got bored with this kind of things. So he used to make some decorative items using the paper woods. During that kind of exercises, at one point of time, he conceived this idea of bicycle and made a small wooden model, which has two wheels, wooden wheels, connected with a horizontal bar, which will be used as a seat. And that bicycle was made during the year 1791. And that bicycle doesn't have any steering system or pedaling system or even brake system. In 1794, he demonstrated that among the common people as well as with the experts. Inspired by his idea, another person in Germany named Karl von Derius in 1817 made a complete wood cycle. Except the nails, he used the wood for all other parts. And he is the first person to incorporate steering to the cycle. In 1818, he patented his cycle for this invention, and it is the first patent given for a cycle, bicycle. And Dennis Johnson from London, who is a blacksmith, in the same year of 1818, he made bicycle by replacing the wooden parts with some metal parts. It was giving a good aesthetic look, as well as it is free to move. The wheels are very free to move, which attracted at that time people. Then another blacksmith, he is well known for the invention of cycle. We call him Macmillan. His name is Kirkpatrick Macmillan. In 1839, he came out with a complete cycle model, which had the pedaling system, braking system, as well as steering system. And another blacksmith from France, he invented the crank plus pedal plus ball bearings. So he inserted this to the front wheel. If you see some YouTube videos, you can see the funny videos where the cycle, the front wheel will be very larger, even higher than our height. People used to, the back wheel will be very small. In order to climb onto the cycle, they have to push the cycle, create some momentum, then afterwards there will be a support. They have to use that support and jump to their seat. Then only they can start riding. And the first commercial cycle was released by a company called Missox. It in 1868, and it replaced the wooden rim and spokes with metal parts. And an engineer named Harry Larson in England in 1876 invented the chains plus sprocket system. So slowly then the John Kemp Sterling from the same country, in 1885, he made the two wheels. Till then it was front wheel driven. One of the wheels will be bigger than the other one. And he made the equal wheels for the bicycle. And he incorporated that back wheel drive system using the chain and sprocket system. So he is called as father of today's modern cycles. Then the invention of tires and tubes by Dunlop in 1888 give the full structure for the cycle. So this is how there are so many persons involved. I have listed only a few. If you see, for our surprise, most of the blacksmiths are involved in this rather than engineers in the development stages. And Hercules is the first cycle company which commercially released the cycles during 1910. It located its company in Haston City in England. And within 10 years of time duration, their cycles were spread out in all the countries, many of the countries across the world. And coming to this competition, this is organized by SAE India, Southern Section, in association with TI Cycles, and hosted by BIT. What is the thing you are going to get from this competition? Participants, being an engineering student, I believe that definitely you will be applying several concepts from what you study from various subjects like engineering graphics, engineering mechanics, strength of materials, engineering materials, manufacturing technology, design of machine elements, design of transmission system, vibration, isn't it? So many concepts we study. All those things are finding some application in fabricating the cycle. And that too, you are making your own models. Who knows, you may also contribute a very good development in the milestone of cycle history. And apart from that, the managerial skills like planning, organizing, coordinating the activities, communicating, leadership quality, cost effectiveness, cost accounting, applying project management, techniques like critical path method can be used. All these things are helping you to achieve the program outcomes called as POs given by the National Board of Accreditation, AICTE. Okay, the 12 POs which are common to all the branches of engineering can be acquired by taking part in such kind of competitions. We in BIT, apart from classroom teaching, providing several avenues in order to inculcate all these skills, that is knowledge, skills as well as attitude, to achieve the final POs. POs are the qualities expected from an engineering graduate during the graduation. At the end of 4th year, any engineer should possess all those things. And we provide the skill training for all the branches of students. They are free to choose any kind of skill starting from basic to advanced level. Then we provide 56 special laboratories who are nurturing the students to develop their own products. They can do projects, they can take up industrial consultancies, they are motivated to take part in the competitions. Just an hour back, you might have witnessed some of the achievements made by our students. And for all these kind of activities, complete funding is done by the management. And the third important thing is Gurukulam concept, which was initiated during this academic year with 5 different foundation skills and enhanced to 8 skills within a period of 6 months. If you have not visited that facility, please allot some time, if not today, on some other day. There you can witness the students. There the faculty members are not at all teaching. It is completely learned by the students. They are learning the concepts, theories, they are doing the practices. Faculty members will be facilitating by providing necessary materials, necessary structure to the program, and they will be available in the areas which are very critical in the safety aspects. Other than that, students themselves will take care of everything. If you go and see, nobody will be supervising them from morning 8:45 to evening 4:30. Everyone is busy. You cannot find 2 students standing someplace and chatting with each other. And there is no supervision, 100% supervision free. Because they are completely engaged. They are given the task. They are very much interested in doing that. So that is one of our successful activities in making this skill to be developed. And we have a welding facility which was world-class facility. All the facilities are world-class in the Gurukulam, especially the welding. Even the company person has agreed that no one in India, whether it is an industry or an institute, possess such 24 booths with high-quality, advanced welding technologies. This is the word given by an industrial person, MNC, from MNC. Okay. So, before concluding my speech, I want all the aspirants of this competition to keep in mind, being an engineer, you should never miss these 3 points when you are involved in the product development. The first thing is cost effectiveness. Any engineer should look into cost effectiveness. Yesterday I had an opportunity to interact with the Vice Chairman of this SAI India Southern Section, Mr. Rajendran, for a couple of minutes. He was in busy mode. During that time also he was telling that cycle design should be able to achieve within 6,000 rupees. You can make any design, but in a mass production of 1 lakh cycles, it should be within 6,000. And these kind of competitions, they are aiming to develop you towards world skill. So cost effectiveness is important. Second thing, your design should meet out all the requirements made by the regulating bodies. Okay, what are the norms given should be followed. And third thing, at any point of time, never ever compromise on safety of the products. So these 3 are the important things you have to keep in mind. And there are several other points. And I congratulate all the participants for taking an enthusiastic participation in this event and making this event a great success. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. May I now request Mr. C. Varadarajan, sir, to present momentum to Dr. K.L. Sendilkumar, sir. Now I request Dr. K.L. Sendilkumar, sir, to present momentum to Varadarajan, sir. Now I request Dr. Jagadishan, sir, Secretary of SAE ISS Ero Division, to present momentum to Dr. K. Shiva, sir, Treasurer SAE ISS. May I now request Dr. K. Shiva, sir, Treasurer SAE ISS, for felicitation address.
Good evening, the dignitaries on and off the dais. I could be able to see the tired faces, mentally and physically drained. But still the soul is tickling whether we will be getting any awards or not. So very good moments, butterflies in the stomach. At the same time, we have our own formalities to be completed. SAISS, we have some very good objectives. In what way we can contribute and complete whatever you study in the engineering institutions. What incompleteness is there which can be reduced so that the industry readiness can be brought, industry institute gap can be minimized, the utmost skills whichever is possible can be developed in the students. You know, you have come across school curriculum, school studies for many years, more than a decade, up to +2. What you have been studying is mostly on the theory subjects. Very minimum number of practical laboratories where there are experimental setups, where you are going to take some trial runs, experimental runs, not any creative thinking or any lateral thinking is not there. You are not going to think differently. You can't say your practical knowledge is very much enhanced, and you are coming to engineering colleges. There are also around 50 theory subjects available. All are engineering subjects. Along with that, engineering labs are available. Here also machineries, engines, setups, but not many numbers of skills is getting enhanced. The practical exposure is still less. That's why every now and then, whichever industry we are approaching, there are complaints from them. Your students are not ready for our expectations. We have to train them for a long time. Getting them in the business takes more time. These complaints are always coming. Here comes the wonderful contribution from societies like SAE, how the skills can be improved. What are the real needs in the industry? what kind of software knowledge is required. If a person is put in product development, how he has to pick up immediately from the first day. If there is some troubleshooting is to be made, some maintenance is to be done, some solutions to be given, some innovative answers have to be made, how the students can be practiced for it. Societies like SAISS, design, create, think more on this, and fabricate competitions. There are many competitions you know, right from bicycle design competition, electric two-wheelers, electric four-wheeler competition, tractor design competition, aero design challenge, many such competitions, many vehicle building competitions. We can say bicycle competition as a prerequisite for these vehicle building competitions. When you look at all these vehicle building competitions, students are involved in design, they are making models, they are fabricating, they are assembling, they are involved in analysis works. We could be able to see in many of the institutions around the clock, without looking at their watches, our students will be working even beyond midnights. They could be able to develop a lot of skills out of it. Whenever these students who have worked in Baja competition or our TDC competition, Aero Design Challenge, these students, whenever go to industries, we get a lot of very good feedback from those people, the employers, stakeholders. They are giving very good feedback about these students who have very much involved in these competitions, who have worked in these competitions. They could be able to show the difference among the other students whenever they attend interviews, that we could be able to observe. The interview panel, when they come and when they ask questions, the level of answering, the level of understanding, grasping of students who have participated in this type of vehicle building competitions is really different. You are going to face that. Definitely, after bicycle design competition, it is not going to be over. Please go forward, take this knowledge, and compete in all the many other competitions. We are frequently conducting our flagship competition, National Convention. If you look at the events in National Convention, there are more than 30 events available. All these events are very clearly designed and very cleverly made, correlating whatever you study in the theory subjects. I told you there are more than 50 theory subjects we are studying. The knowledge you get in the theory subjects are very well correlated in these competitions, in the requirements of these competitions. We can see welding test, CAD/CAM analysis test, business plan test, all related to your subjects. So it's not over with bicycle design competition. Go for participating in all the other competitions. Very frequently visit SAIS's website and see which are all the competitions coming in the nearby, when the registration is going to be started, when it is going to be over. Please be aware of that. Actively participate in all such competitions. As I told you, the prerequisite for these vehicle building competitions can be bicycle design competition, because whatever developments that are coming in automobiles, previously we can see the inventions are getting tested in bicycle. First, it is tested in the bicycle, then we can see it is further processed, developed, implemented in automotives. We can see how a ball bearing is used, how different types of the pneumatic tires are being made, how the chain sprockets are being used, what kind of materials are used. All these things are going to be invented. That experience, that output is going to be implemented in the real automotives. With the advent of our CAD softwares, the advancements in various materials, we can see the bicycles are made with a lot of improved technology. As Mr. Dr. Sendil Kumar sir he has been narrating. From the 18th century, we can see the first level of bicycles came with very funny pictures, very funny shapes. The front wheel being a very big wheel, large diameter wheel, then the crank coming, then the chain drives coming. Slowly the progress is being made. This is the first step. After that, it entered into the real automotives. So this competition has got some speciality. The product that is coming out of this competition is very special, a bicycle. You know what benefits a bicycle can give. Many cardiovascular benefits are available. Very healthy heart we can provide, we can make. Our muscles can be made stronger. Our BP can be minimized. Very good, clear thinking can come. For many generations, this kind of safe and clean transport is supposed to be suggested. A bicycle can be like a family member. It can be used for many generations. We have to promote this. In this process, we can even come forward to support TI cycles. So with these words, I understand how you are eager to enter into the next step now. I come to the formal thanking of all our dignitaries, the people behind this scene. I thank, first of all, the BIT management, Principal Dr. Palanisamy, the dignitaries here, Dr. Sendil Kumar, Head Academics, Dr. Sasi Kumar, Head Mechanical, wonderful infrastructure, great hospitality. Thank you, sir. I thank our active BIT SIISS team, Dr. Bharati Raja, Mr. Karthik, Mr. Deepan. I could able to see round the clock how they have been working. Very meticulously they have been planning. In the initial address, you could have seen the journey of coming to this final event, how Dr. Bharati Raja has been narrating. I am really thankful to these people. You have made this event successful. I extend my sincere thanks to this team. I thank our E-Road SISS team, Dr. Navaninda Krishnan, Dr. Iswaramurthy, Dr. Jagdishwaran. Thank you, sir. I understood how you have been toiling for making this event success. Thank you. I thank our Dronacharya, mentor, Varadarajan sir. Thank you, sir. I could able to see each and every moment he has been surrounded by our enthusiastic student friends. Every now and then he has been answering. At this age, he was very active, very energetic, giving a lot of inputs to our student friends. Thank you, sir. I thank Mr. Velmurugan. I could see his gracious presence in the inauguration. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your wholehearted support to our SIISS mission. Thank you, sir. I thank all our wonderful judges. I thank our faculty members, our student friends. It's not like whether you are going to win or lose. What satisfaction you have brought, what best you have brought from your team, what you have learned in this event, that is going to be everything. So don't lose your heart. You have given everything for this. I thank all the student friends who are waiting for this session. I thank our office staff, Nizam, who has been here from SIISS. I thank all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. It's the time to the guest of honor of this day, Mr. C. Varadarajan, sir, retired Chief Engineer, R&D, TAFE.
Good evening, everybody. It's nice to be amidst lot of youngsters, and as our professor was mentioning, it is really a nice feeling to be with youngsters at this age. Many of you could never guess my age at all, actually. I have retired long back. I don't want to mention the years, but I keep working. That's what I want to tell you. The reason is, you keep learning by doing. Because sharing somebody else's experience, the interpretation error is very, very high. We quote in patent document, no? Somebody wanted to say resilient, but he used the word elastic. He lost the patent. Because resilience is not elastic. It is elastokinematic. So, every word matters. We compare now the words like stress concentration factor, stress intensity factor, and in fracture mechanics, no, the other one is there. They all sound the same. They are drastically different from each other. So technical terminology virtually defines the problem in much precise manner. So that is where doing and learning is very, very effective. That's what SA is encouraging you to do. Because if you hear from somebody else and go and do it, the communication error is there always. The old joke says, no, somebody wrote Vengaya Uttapam, onion Uttapam. Somebody read it as Vengaya Uttayapam. Such a simple mistake, but the meaning is absolutely upside down. So there is no use at all. Similarly, when we translate between languages, for example, when you say dome, you think it's a dome. When you say domestic, then you get confused. Why the word domestic is derived from dome? Actually, dome in many other languages is actually meaning house. For example, in Russian, it is doma. So domestic means that. All these things will give you an illusion in interpretation. Doing and learning, there is no illusion at all. Absolutely. So you should appreciate why SAE encourages you to do and learn instead of hearing from somebody. See, a lot of knowledge is available, documented. Now, in the internet, you can access to anything. For everything, you'll get at least few thousand sites. But then, most of them are not reliable at all because you are not hearing it from the horse's mouth. What do you want to hear from the horse's mouth itself? So that's the reliability. And I have spent a lot of time with the youngsters, not in a very formal way, but I have been chatting. And you people have been extremely tolerant because I have been very sarcastic sometimes. But the intention was not to hurt you. Intention is to provoke you so that you get to know the deeper meaning of design and engineering. The simplest example I quoted somebody was, you have been told in engineering mechanics, a simple formula of a cantilever. Delta is equal to PL cube by 3EI. Okay, what happens if the aspect ratio of the cantilever, that is the cantilever is wider than the length? Then that is not the formula, and you are not being told what is the formula. E has to be replaced, Young's modulus has to be replaced by E divided by 1 minus nu square, that is Poisson's ratio square. That is a correction to be applied for Young's modulus. That gives a correct deflection. If you do not know this simple fact, then if you are finding bending stress of a gear tooth, which is a short cantilever, then you are completely out. You will be nowhere correct. Similarly, on stress concentration factor, for example, you take a handbook and very happily find a stress concentration factor. That gives you how much unusually higher stress at a local points are there because of change of geometry. But then, if you take simply from a textbook and do it, it doesn't do the job. Because you have been told of most of the time about prismatic beams. That means beams of constant cross section. But a gear tooth is not. It continuously varies. But then what is the nearest equivalent? Beams of equal strength, that is uniformly stressed beams. What is the shape? It is a parabola. Automobiles use parabolic springs. You know why they use it. It's the most cost effective, that is every bit of material is used equally well. Now, You fit a parabola inside a gear tooth and arrive at a stress concentration factor. That's the most reliable method of arriving at stress concentration factor for a gear tooth. Now I told you a simple wide cantilever beam. This much of intricate knowledge is required from a simple engineering mechanics to designing a gear tooth to withstand a bending stress of so and so for fatigue life. Now get into fatigue life. I am talking about product engineering, not product design. Now when you get into fatigue life, it is all about reverse bending, correct? All the SN diagrams give only reverse bending values. Now gear tooth is rarely undergoes reverse bending except idler gears. Now what do? Whatever stress I found out, I go and see the life from the SN chart. I find it is lower than the target value because automotive industry, we use only millions of cycles. Endurance limits, passing limit is always in millions of cycles. But then I find it is lower. Now what do? I have been very casual. Actually, you don't have to worry because for non-reversible gears, there is a correction factor. The actual life is 40% more than the whatever life SN diagram gives. Now I told you from a simple short cantilever to a gear tooth up to fatigue life. So this is actually engineering part of it in product design. Same thing in every case. Let it be a simple washer. That's what I was chatting with the people. Can you design a washer from first principles? Washer got only 3 dimensions, ID, OD and thickness. ID is given by the bolt size. OD is given by the industry standard. That is, there are only 2D and 3D washers in the market. That means outside diameter of the washer is twice the whole diameter or 3 times the whole diameter. There are only 2 types of washers. How do I find the thickness? It is not at all easy because you are not exposed at all. To do that, you should know all about the pressure cone theory of stress distribution. It is similar to angle of repose in civil engineering. So there is a particular angle which an impact load gets distributed. Until you know that, you can never design a washer. And you will be really irritated to know that you can't design a washer from first principles. You can go and buy a washer, but you can never design a special washer at all. So everything is fairly intricate. That I have been trying to impress upon you during my chat with all of you in bits and pieces. This is the case with any component in every component. Nothing is as simple as it sounds or looks. So the hearsay knowledge is not at all adequate. Do and learn what SAE says. Then only you know that. You have done it and you are subject to your testing, it failed. Now you know that you have not done it correctly. Somehow somebody said you have done it correctly, but still it is failing. That statement is not valid. If you have done it correctly, it will work. If it doesn't work, you have not done it correctly. It is very simple equation. So what is that you missed? You have to go slightly into deeper thing. That's a bit of extra things I am actually exposing the TVS graduate trainees and postgraduate trainees for past so many years. I take them to the next level. Anything and everything, I am taking them to the next level. Suppose you are learning a simple beam, I take them to portal frames. Because most of the automobiles enjoy a portal frame. So they are not simple cantilever structures or an L structure. It's slightly more complex than that. So we tell them how to visualize. Because in spite of all of your FEA tools and dynamics analysis like Adams, Recordine, there are 4 softwares in dynamics. LMS and also the latest one is Altair's Motion Solve. So in spite of all these things, can you get the dynamic load coming on a structure so that you will go into analysis by FEA? So they have to go together. So this is a bit more of in-depth engineering. That much is needed, badly needed. So then only the product reliability, what Professor was mentioning, safety is a result of actually reliability. And complex products have less reliability because thumb rule is reliability is inversely proportional to complexity. So people who design very simple products, invariably they design cost-effective and also reliable products. So complexity does not mean a sophisticated product at all, not necessarily. So you can add on, it's all modular additions of a product, but still you know that a monocoque scooter like Lambretta or Vespa is still selling for very high price because that's the most effectively engineered product. It doesn't have a frame, you know that, Manaka Construction. It is all automotive technology. Now, I will take just a few more minutes. Innovation I have been talking about. And probably you felt, no, it's a very big thing and all. It's not a very big thing at all. I will give you a live example how we saved Scooty from a legal problem that was expected to arise from Honda International. Just 3 months before the launch of Scooty, we came to know that helmet case under the seat has been patented by Honda International. I mean, normally, we don't bother about it because nobody covers in their patent in India. India has never taken seriously by anybody. So even if you copy it, does not matter to them because their market is not affected. But then somehow, Honda being already present in India, the company was really rattled. What to do? By the time I resigned from the company, I have gone out. I was freelancing. But then somebody from the company came to me and asked what I should do. I said, whatever I have designed is better than what Honda has done. They said, is it so? So the thumb rule is, only way to bypass is to surpass. Don't try to bypass your design. You will let in legal problem. But if you surpass, you can apply for a patent and get it. So I told them, I will write you a patent. So I wrote a patent, what way our helmet case construction is different from the reference components. And our references, you know that they had tied up with Suzuki. And all these scooters are made by car manufacturers. They are too good in sheet metal design and sheet metal implementation, tooling, everything. They are too good. And you know the other end, the moped manufacturer, who knows how to weld, cut and weld pipes only. Nothing beyond that. They know. They know how to bend a pipe and weld it. So we wanted to use the expertise available with the moped manufacturer only. So we designed a frame, space frame for the scooter. That's what the first version of Scooty has got. And that was applied as a patent. And that patent remained valid until the last day of its validity. Nobody could challenge it. And those days, patent was valid for only 14 years. So for 14 years, Scooty was never challenged by any other competitor. And by the time the company established itself as an all-India manufacturers. Before that, the company name was not known anywhere in northern India. Today, the company is known all over actually. That is innovation. There's nothing big about it, but then it is useful. So don't think innovation is such a very big thing and all that, you don't have to waste your time on and all. No, it is a big savior actually. Many of my hobbies have brought a lot of values to many international companies. A simple thermocol component, a packing material for Whirlpool, lined with a paper mesh, has saved pinching stress, it is reduced, and reduced the damage during transit because fridges and machines are handled by a grabber, not by a forklift. So whenever you go and land it, you do not have a judgment of the grabbing, the distance, there is no judgment at all. So that fellow removes the grab, it falls, lands on the floor, it pinches the thermocol, that is EPS, expanded polystyrene, and just goes and hits the floor, and the fridge is damaged. And you can never repair a fridge in US. And the fridges are, the US fridges are 6.5 feet tall. It is abandoned simply. Can you imagine, can you do it in India? You simply abandon a 6.5 feet tall fridge just because his leg got crumbled because of free fall. It is abandoned. And a simple trick like this, skinning a thermocol component with a paper mesh, simply reduce the damages by more than 60%. They were saving in millions of dollars. And many such things I have given to Whirlpool International when I was a consultant to Whirlpool International Global Technology Center in Pune. Now you will be wondering what way I am connected to washing machine or fridge. I am simply an engineer, not an automobile engineer. Frankly speaking, I was telling you earlier, some of the boys, that neither I am an automobile engineer nor a simple engineer. I am basically a nuclear engineer from atomic energy. So my strength is being an engineer only, no other tag, no automobile engineering, no nuclear engineering. I can very comfortably talk about Cherenkov radiation or alpha, beta, gamma radiations along with the Cherenkov radiation as comfortably as anything else in automobile, air pre-cooler or intercooler. I have done very complex military vehicles for Singapore Army. Don't worry, Singapore doesn't have an army, it has got only paramilitary. but then we made it to the international specification. And when the vehicle was exposed in Delhi exhibition, they were actually taken aback. International competitors were taken aback because they never expected that quality of design and execution also. We have carved all the components out of CAD milling. No casting and welding was done at all because they will take it for a testing immediately. So you can't say that, no, this is the only prototype, don't drive it. We don't take. So it's not all that complex, but it's very beneficial. So every small innovation, now many people have not seen a component being carved out of solid. There is a small company in Hosur called Kadma Tools. Those guys have done their course from Hyderabad Institute. So I gave them the job for the first time. So they went and bought shipwreck from Thuthukudi. Because there are no, very easily available scrap, no. So it is very cheap. They simply carve the component out of it. Very big castings, each casting, weighing 12 kg, 14 kg and all carved out of solid. And goes into a military vehicle that has to have very special international specification. And the specification run for 100 pages. And we did it. Because of Indonesian crisis, we did not get order. But otherwise, the vehicle passed all its tests. It was very sophisticated, non-warping road body so that you can carry containerized operation theaters, nuclear warfare, bathrooms, and so many things. So innovation is not all that a big thing. It's a small extension of your knowledge and wisdom. So you should be very careful about it. So all about re-engineering is interpolation and extrapolation. Your ability to generate knowledge out of data by using techniques of least square error methods, no? You know how to do a curve fitting. And any curve fitting, curves can be stretched by 20% more than the range available. So you are allowed to extrapolate, not beyond that, because you do not know whether it's a continuous function, discrete function, or a cyclic function. So don't extend any curve beyond 20% of the range and use it. Interpolation is not a big thing at all, but extrapolation is a tricky affair. Just because you know how to design a 2 horsepower motor, don't immediately jump into design a 20 horsepower motor. That's the meaning of it. So that's about innovation, and I told you the seriousness of engineering design. It is quite involved, but not impossible. I think, thank you very much for the kind patience shown to me during my interaction with you. As I mentioned, sometimes it has been sarcastic, and it was not meant to hurt you. It is just to trigger you and trigger enthusiasm in you. I wish you all the best. Let us hope that we meet in some subsequent occasions. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now it's time to honor the judges of BDC 2021. May I now request Dr. K. Shiva, sir, to present memento to Varadarajan, sir, retired CE, R&D TAFE. May I now request Dr. K.L. Sendilkumar, sir, to present memento to Ramachandran, sir, Senior Manager, TI Cycle of India. May I now request Dr. S. Jagadishan, sir, to present momentum to Velmurugan, sir, DGM, TI Cycle India. May I now request Dr. M. Bharadiraja, sir, to present momentum to Chandini Palani, ma'am, consultant. Now I request Sasikumar sir to present momentum to Bala Dandabayani sir, Annamalai Toyota, Coimbatore. Now I request K.N. Karthik sir to present momentum to Santosh Raj sir, Robert Bosch. Now I request Deepan Kumar sir to present memento to Rajkumar sir, Dover.
Talent and skills are the crops that are to be nurtured, groomed, and given all possible opportunities to grow and bloom. This is a much awaited time in this event as it gives the returns to the effort put by them throughout their event endeavor. It gives a sense of achievement and a sense of responsibility towards fulfilling further commitment. It fills the heart with mixed feelings, that is fulfillment, anxiety, and eagerness. May I now request Dr. S. Jagadishwaran sir, Secretary of SAE ISS Aero Division, for prize distribution ceremony.
So good evening all. So I think you have been waiting for this moment. Before I announce the prizes, now I request a feedback from one of the judges. So I request Ms. Chandni to give the feedback about the event.
Good evening, everyone. I know you people are very eagerly waiting for this moment and to know where you guys are. Before we get into that, first of all, congratulations to each and everyone present here. And we were actually very excited to see all of your models, because before even we saw your physical models, we have gone through your reports as the design reports which you have submitted. And we were really excited to look how much of it has come in the real cycles. So it's been like the last 2 days, sleepless nights. You guys know till what time we were sitting and evaluating your works. It's been a really great time spending to check what you have done. There was a lot of interesting ideas and executions which was done, a lot of effort put together for it. So congratulations for that. There were a few concepts which were really very interesting, and we can actually directly take it and put it in an industrial application immediately. So that was the level of expertise shown by the students, which is a great thing, because you guys have not been exposed to an industrial situation so far, and at this stage, if you are able to produce a product which is near to perfect, it's something really great. So congratulations to everyone, and all the best for your future projects. We hope we have been giving you a lot of feedbacks at every stages when you guys are meeting us. Please take those inputs and improve in your process. It's never the late, it's just the beginning for you guys. So keep getting motivated by these events, and we hope to see you all successful in future. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. See, the talent and skills are the crops that are nurtured, groomed, and given all possible opportunities to grow and bloom. This is a much awaited event in your academic career, as it gives the return to your efforts throughout your academic career. Also, it's a moment full of joy, a moment about pride and accomplishment, a moment of celebration too. It gives a sense of achievement and a sense of responsibility toward fulfilling further commitments. It fills the heart with mixed feelings, fulfillment, anxiety, and eagerness. Anyway, it's the moment to acknowledge and encourage the talent of the students for their academic excellence by this prize distribution ceremony. So, on behalf of SA India Southern Section and Bannari Ministry of Technology, I am delighted to announce the prizes, and I request our chief guest and other dignitaries on the dais to distribute the prizes. Let me start with the first category, best presentation. I request Mr. Velmurugan from TI Cycle to distribute the prizes. Sir, please, sir. I also request other judges, Mr. Ramachandran and Chandri Madam, to come onto the stage. So, best presentation category, the third prize goes to the team from Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, Metric Maniacs. The second prize of this category, best presentation, that goes to the team from Bannari Ministry of Technology, Hepdot Girls, the team. So the bigger one, the first prize of best presentation category, that goes to the team from KCG College of Technology. The name of the team is Nova. category, we have the best dynamic performance, and the prizes will be distributed by Dr. K.L. Sendilkumar, Head Academics, BIT. So the third prize, now it is awarded to the team Storm Breakers from Bannari Ministry of Technology. Second prize of best dynamic performance, that goes to team Mud Runner from Christ College of Engineering. First prize of this category, best performance, dynamic performance, that goes to HS Garudans from the college Sri Ramakrishna Institute of Technology. So the third category, we have the best maneuverability, that is based on the bump test. So the third prize under this category, we have to Veloc E Raptors from St. Joseph College of Engineering. The second prize of best maneuverability, that goes to team Bantham from Congo Engineering College. Of best maneuverability, that goes to Hindustani Ligurians from Hindusthan College of Engineering and Technology. So next we have the next category, best design category, which is awarded based on the design reports evaluated by our experts. Now we will start with the third prize, and before that I request Mr. Ramachandran, one of our judges, to distribute the prizes. So the third prize goes to the team MLRIT Thunder Titans from MLR Institute of Technology, Hyderabad. The second prize of best design that goes to Team Chakra from Welltech, Multitech, Dr. Rangarajan, Dr. Saguntala Engineering College. So the first prize of this category, best design, that goes to CET NWS, Coimbatore Institute of Engineering and Technology.
This isn't working.
So now, before I announce the overall performance award, we have some awards which comes under special awards. Now I request Mr. Velmurugan to deliberate on the future of this special award. Please, sir. Okay, from third we have to start.
Okay. The special award, no, just we have evaluated based on some of the criteria. Based on that, no, just the third prize goes to Bannari Amman Institute of Technology for the concept of folding bicycle, right? So why we have given third prize to this concept is already exist in the market, which is not there in India, but it is there in the global, which is a patent design. For the effort what they have put to make that bicycle, it's basically duplication. So that is the reason we are giving this award to them. Congratulations to the team. So the next award goes to Route 62. Second prize. So this concept also available in the global actually, so which has been developed 2-3 years back, and this is also patent design. So there is a complexity in design to duplication as well. So no, for their effort actually we are now giving this award. Congratulations to the entire team.
Being said, being back, oh well.
Okay, the first prize goes to Valediction for their simple innovations on the pump integrated in the seat post. This is the Route 62. Route 62. Combination. I think then it's the wrong one. Prime move. Second prize goes to prime move. Route 62. Okay guys, there is some mistake in my reading. Okay, the first prize goes to Route 62 and second prize is prime movers. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Second prize. Right. So now we have the biggest, the overall performance award. which considers all the categories which are given. So let me start with the third prize. I request our chief guest, Mr. Valediction, to distribute the prizes. So the third prize goes to the team MIT Riders from MIT campus, Anna University. The second prize under overall performance that goes to the team Ikshana from Government College of Engineering, Tirchur. Okay. So now we are about to announce the first prize. Any guess? Okay, let us start the countdown. Stop. 5. Yes, it goes to the team Eureka from Tyagarajar College of Engineering.
This amazing new drug, I was like down the hatch and I got scared. Intellectivity, 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 intellectivity,
So congratulations to all the winners, also to all the participants. So thank you very much.
No conclusion is not more urgent than extending a gratitude. Each and every good deed of gratitude is a fragment of happiness we leave behind this event. May I now request Mr. K. N. Karthik Sir, champion BDC 2021 for vote of thanks.
See, saying gratitude is simple, but it is more powerful. I thank Bannari Minister of Technology and our beloved Chairman, Trustee Sir, Principal Sir, Dean Sir, and our Management Committee for providing such wonderful hosting for this Bicycle Design Champion 2021. And I thank SAE, ISS, Governing Council members, MC members, past Chairman Shanmuga Sir, present Chairman Armstrong Sir, Vice Chairman Rajendra Sir, and Kasi Raja Sir for conducting such a wonderful event for the student committee. I thank TI Cycles for their wonderful support. From the day one, they are with us and they are guiding us for each and every step which we are having this wonderful day. From the day one, we are working with the support of TI Cycles and Ramchandra Sir, Velmurugan Sir, and Shantani Ma'am. Thank for their wonderful support, sir. I hope the next year also we will have this wonderful support from you. And I thank Varadarajan sir for his wonderful support from the creating the rule book from the first edition. And also I thank head Bharat Dandani sir and Santosh Raj sir and Rajkumar sir for the wonderful support for conducting this event as a jury members. And then extra thank for the Euro Division's chairman, MC members for their providing and reviewing that event from day one till date. And I thank KOT Knowledge of Technology and NVMR for providing for hosting their workshop events during the pandemic time also. And I thank our faculty members who is backbone of this event for their wonderful support. The last, without the student volunteers, we are not here. They have been with us from the day one. I hope the student volunteers has guided you from the day one, even at the midnight, 12 o'clock, also for the host accommodation and all things. I thank and I call all the volunteers to come stage and have on group photos. The volunteers. Judges, please join with us. Please join with us.
Baby,
See, we are joined here together because of SAE IASS. Now I say 1, 2, 3, you come all us out SAE. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Yes. A-E. Yes. A-E. Yes. A-E.
Thank you, sir. May I now request Dr. K. Shiva, sir, to present the memento to Mr. Karthik, sir, champion of BDC 2021. May I now request Mr. C. Varadarajan, sir, to present memento to Mr. Deepan Kumar, sir, for his valuable contribution for the final event of BDC 2021.
So I want to take over 1 minute to thank my student volunteers. So last we have taken that hosting opportunity. We are working for last 10 days. The student volunteers eagerly working from last 3 days, day and night. From the Friday night, they are start their accommodation. They are still in 1 p.m. Still 1 p.m. And yesterday they are working still 1:30 p.m. So thank you, my student volunteers. I thank you all. Volunteers.
The end of a story is a new beginning. On this note, let's conclude a remarkable, memorable, and knowledgeable valedictory section. On behalf of institution, we sincerely thank the dignitaries for being with us this evening and enlightening us with their enthusiastic remark. I shower my heartfelt gratitude to the professors and everyone for their wholehearted support rendered in the success of the valedictory session. Thank you very much. Now, let us all rise for national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Stay here. Captains will stay here. Refreshment wait. You can have refreshments outside this participating in this.
Thank you all for your participation. Have a wonderful and fun-filled evening. Participants, team captains remain here and refreshments are available outside. All participants can have their refreshment. Team captains.